Hello there, everyone, and welcome to Ebony's Bookshelf Chat, Author Edition. And I'm your host, Ebony Essence. This is where stories are more than pages, they're an experience. The authors behind the pen make us feel the love, the healing, tension, and passion, but most of all, they make us feel seen. These stories shape our culture, build connection, and remind us that our voices deserve to be heard. So today we have D.A. Alston with us, and we're going to talk about her book, Love Unfinished, which I absolutely adore so much. Thank you for being here. Everybody give her a hand clap.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited to have you here. Like I said, I love this book. I ate it up, and so before we jump into it, like I said, I got a couple of game
Okay,
questions,
let's get it.
and it's just this, or this or that. Okay. So I seen that you were born. It said in San Diego. Is that correct?
Yes, originally, yes, that's where I was born.
Okay. So do you prefer San Diego or Atlanta when it comes to the whole entire experience?
I am a water baby. I do love the water. But as crazy as these gas
Ooh.
prices are right now, I don't know if I could be paying $8 for a gallon. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna stay. I will go visit and see my family, eat some carne asada burritos, and I will come back home to Georgia.
Listen, oh, love a burrito.
Oh, yeah.
Cause listen, at this point, I'm really about to go to Dick's Sporting Good or Walmart or something. I'm about to go test out a bicycle because what is this?
Honestly, I feel like
Them gas
maybe
prices is
I don't
ridiculous.
really like cyclists on the road. Sometimes they be all up in the middle, but maybe they have something they know something we don't. So, yeah.
Exactly, because I mean, just get out the way a little bit, but I might have to be out there with them. I'm just
I
saying.
might have to because these
Um,
prices get any higher, we done.
we done. There's nothing else I can do. Okay. Um, so the next question I have, I see that you're an artist. So do you like drawing or painting more?
Um, hmm, do, do, do. I go through phases, depending on like my
Okay.
interest at that moment. Right now, which I
Mm.
haven't drawn as much as I should be, but digital art is probably where my heart is right now. Ever since my husband got me an iPad, I was like,
Gotcha.
during COVID, I was a little stir crazy, and I got into digital art, and I was kind of like, I was like, oh, this is a whole other world. Like I can take a whole. I don't have to bring all the art supplies with me everywhere. I can just do it on my iPad.
All your stuff.
Okay. I was like, yeah, this is nice. I like
Hmm.
it. So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, I got the. Well, I ain't no draw. Listen, I didn't get that gene. My mom, she could draw, and all y'all people that could draw, I wish that I could be like y'all. But listen, I got my little pen that go with my
Well,
iPad.
you
Listen, I
you
love I
see,
love the little
right?
thing. I be writing. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right, and the last question for this round: brown sugar or the devil wears Prada? Which one you going with?
Oh, those are two. Oh God. Those are two. Oh, that's two. Mm,
I love both of them movies.
I don't even know. That's two. Like I'm two different moods. But I will have to say, culturally, as
It
much as
is, yeah,
I
yeah.
love Devil Wears Prada, I love it down. But brown sugar is that's my man. The way they talk about love and how they intertwined it with music, I'm gonna have to go with brown sugar. I love them. Feel
Mm-hmm.
so bad, but brown sugar. I'm gonna have to go with brown sugar. Oh, that was tough. Oh
Yeah,
God.
I understand because
Whew.
look. I think I seen because I think I was on your threads and I seen it and I was like, oh, I love both of them movies too. But I was like, I don't know what I would choose because I love both of them.
And it's
But
like
yeah,
different
Brown
vibes,
Sugar,
of
like you said, the way
course.
they talked
Yeah.
about love.
Yeah. And I'm a lover girl, so I think I
Mm-hmm.
have to go with
Yeah,
brown sugar.
yeah.
Devil Wears Prada was not a love story. I mean, more about self love, finding yourself.
At all.
Uh, her friends were trash, her boyfriend was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
And love
told
for
it was
fashion,
for
but
yeah.
yeah, it wasn't.
No. So brown sugar for sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, we're done with that. No more surprise
Okay.
questions. So now we're gonna move on to your writing and your story. And like I said, you were such a badass congrats on your pregnancy, and you doing all the things, you being
Girl,
amazing. And like I said, this story, I ate it up. You talked about you pouring into these pages, and I was like, ma'am, you poured everything into them
I
pages.
tried.
Okay.
I tried.
I love this story. So first question, how did Love Unfinished come about? Like, was it on the IHOP napkin thing you
No,
did?
it was
Or
okay. So it
how you
wasn't
start
like
how did
the
you start piecing it
original.
together?
No, so Love Unfinished. Like I said, I started writing YA like sci-fi supernatural books. That was my first. That's what was written on the IHOP pages, placemats. That's where I got that one, and
Mm-hmm.
that was this year is my 10-year writing anniversary. So that was 10 years ago, and so I wrote those books. I wrote one, two, three, two of those books, and then I wrote a children's book because I'm also a teacher, and I wanted a book,
Mm-hmm.
and I illustrated that one. So I took a break from writing. I hadn't written in a couple years, and then last year I was like, I just want to try. I got really a couple years ago. I got really into reading again, and I fell in love with it. And I'm reading all these books, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. I was like, why don't I write a romance book? Like I could do this. I am a lover girl. I can write a book. So I just started. And me, because I don't do anything halfway, I built a whole universe. I already know all the characters in all the books, all the what's coming
I
next.
seen it.
So I was like, okay, so I just had to get it out on paper. And I just started writing during
Mm-hmm.
that time in my classroom. Anytime I had my iPad, like anytime I had downtime, I was just, oh, what about this idea? What my notes on my phone are filled with just ideas and
Yeah.
scenarios for the book. And it just flowed like that. And um originally the book was called something totally different. And I hated it, but it was called that. And then
Oh.
it had a totally different name. And then I was like talking to my editor, who's like my author best friend for like ever. And I was like, I hate the name of the book. And he was like, it's going to come to you. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm not going to have a name for this book. And it just flowed. And it just, I know it's weird to say, but it was just literally kismet and how it just, everything just kind of pieced together. I was writing, excuse me, during, like
Yeah.
before in the beginning of last year, I started writing, and when I was pregnant last year, and then I lost my son, and of course, writing was not in my mind.
I'm sorry
I
about
stopped
that.
everything, and
Yeah.
I knew when I started wanting to write again that I was getting back to me, and so I was able to finish that up starting late last year, and I finished it up this year, and yeah, now we have Love Unfinished. It is finished. Hallelujah. So yeah, that's a long answer.
And it
I'm
really
sorry.
is the perfect name.
Yeah.
No, it's perfect because literally how you explain it goes into like my next question, but because like the title really is perfect. Like how you say, you started, but then life happened and you got back to it, and it was a project of love, and it was unfinished. But then also the characters, their
Yeah.
love was unfinished because going into the next question, like it was a beautiful love story. Like Chase was
That's
so
fine, but
smitten that to not see somebody for all those years and still love them, and like it was a love that he had that was unfinished, and he was like, listen, I love that you made him fall first. Like we love a man that falls first, come on now, we
oh,
have some
for
love that.
sure. I
But
love a
like
down bad
I
man.
wanted to ask, oh yeah,
What?
because he was on my girl, and I said, yeah, that's do that, sir. Go get her. It's been all those
Mhm.
years. Go get her. Don't let her lose. Okay,
You know.
fight for her. But I wanted to ask, like, what did you love the most about writing him?
Oh,
Is it Ariana? No, that's Ariana. Did
Aria.
you? What you love like writing him for
Okay,
her?
so Chase
Aria.
was
I'm like, where I get Ariana from? But yeah.
it's okay. Chase was my cinnamon roll baby. Like that, he is all sweetness and goodness and love. And with this story,
He is.
I think sometimes as women, as specifically as Black women, we are conditioned to take certain kinds of trials and tribulations that come in relationships. And we're conditioned to accept bare
Yeah.
minimum, accept crumbs. But we deserve a soft love. We deserve somebody who is not, we don't have to convince to
Oh
love
yeah.
us. We don't have to convince to give us effort, give us energy. And Chase from the beginning was like, no, like I liked you, I wanted you. And when he got an opportunity again, he was like, I'm not letting you go. So you either gonna figure it out or we gonna
Period.
like we doing something. Like he didn't play, even when I love about Chase is even when they weren't talking, he still showed up for her. And like I love, and that's something that
Yeah.
I've heard from my relationship with my husband. Even when I'm getting on my nerves, even when I'm getting on his nerves, he's still gonna make sure I'm good. He will still make sure I'm taken care of, and that's love. And like that's how it
Yes.
should be. That how
Hmm.
you communicate with people when you're upset is how you really love them. And so Chase was a joy to write, a
Yeah.
joy. Loved him, loved him. Now Aria,
I
my
adore
baby.
him. Absolutely.
Now my girl, she's a tough cookie. And as somebody who is, you know, an oldest daughter, I am an oldest daughter. And I am a strong, I do things on my own. I don't need nobody help. She is she she was a totally different character, right, compared to Chase. Cause she was like, I don't want no love.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I've seen how it affected my
She
mother.
was running from it.
She was gone. She talking about like she was not entertaining it whatsoever. She had a goal. She wanted to get in and get out. And
Uh-uh.
sometimes that's how, I mean, honestly, a good relationship happens. Um, where when you're not looking for it, then it comes and smacks you up in the face. And so, and
Yeah.
he was exactly what she needed, and she was exactly what he needed, and they
Yeah.
kind of opened each other up in different
Yeah.
ways.
True.
Um, and so I just, and I love like they're not the two sides of the same coin, but they are a good mirror to each other, where they show each other and reveal things
Yeah.
about each other that and so I love writing that way that they connect together. So
They really do. They really bring out the best in each other. They fill in those cracks in each other. And
yeah.
girl, I was highlighting the hell out this book. Okay. But yeah. I was like, I cannot wait to get the physical book and put it on my shelf because yeah, I'm
It's a
gonna go
pretty
back
book
and
too. The
actually
cover is cute
physically
too.
annotate the stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It is. I said, look, don't be standing over that girl like that, sir.
I
Get off of her.
know.
Look
Like, I
up.
mean, she's stronger than me because I would have, she just rolled up on me. I'm
I'm a
like,
cave
sir.
on them. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Like, I guess. I mean,
Okay. I guess we're gonna go. I'm take
right.
me with you. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I really, really love them. So one of my favorite topics in the book was how both of them had issues with their dads. And I love that they both found their voices and they spoke their truth. And of course, the ending result for both of them with their dads was different. But I was proud of how it ended. Especially with Chase's dad, because I just knew that man was gonna have me jump through that book and whoop his. But so, what made you wanna write both of them having those issues, or how did that come about?
I don't know.
Well,
If daddy issues, like, and I'm thank God, me and my dad have gotten to the place where we are now. But growing up, there was a time period where me and him were not on the same page. It was not nearly as bad as this book, because them two
gotcha.
daddies were crazy. But I do think it's important it's like when you grow up and you realize your parents are human, and when you want to do something different
Mm-hmm.
or not follow what they have for you, and just seeing their flaws, seeing like
Yeah.
that their human traits, and deciding what you want to take from that and what you want to leave where it's at. And a lot of times, like even with Arya,
Yeah.
like her
Yeah.
father and like being a girl and with your dad, I mean, there's nothing when he, because I don't want to get too much, but when he came back into her life, like it's a soft spot because you know, just you want that. Every girl wants to be daddy's
Yeah.
little girls. Everybody wants, you know, him calling her brownie like she was a
Yeah.
kid. It's just, it's sweet. It's just like, oh my gosh, your heart is a
Mm-hmm.
little tender. You're like, oh, I know that. I know that feeling. And so of course and I know there's gonna be people who are like, well, why did she melt into that? Why is she? I'm like, that's her daddy. Like, you know, it's just, it's innate. That's gonna happen. And
Come on now.
it was
Yeah.
a very realistic
Mm-hmm.
response. You know, no matter how strong and hardcore she is, you know, those feelings in the back of your head are gonna come back.
Yeah.
And and that's another thing, like they mirror each other, like their relationship with their dads, they both had strained relationships, but they had to go about them differently. And sometimes how you handle it is cutting them off. And that's okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes having a
Yeah.
conversation works.
And I was very proud of her for that.
Sometimes when you have the conversation, that is great. That is and you get have heart to heart, and sometimes it works. Sometimes they apologize.
Yeah.
Sometimes that generation does not apologize. We know that, but it is what it is. But I'm so proud of them
Okay.
for just doing what was best for them, and that's what they had to do. So
Yeah.
I'm proud of them for that.
I love how you touched, like I said, on both of them. Like where one, you had the conversation, you said what you had to say, and he still didn't get it, and you just had to walk away, and you have to realize you have to be okay with just walking away. It hurts, but to save yourself, sometimes you just have to
Oh yeah,
walk away. And then, like I said, I love Chase's dad that because I thought he was going to upset me, but I was like, oh, okay.
right.
Now that's
He
what
got
you
a little
call
sense.
father.
He got a little sense at the end, you know.
There
But
we go. Oh, okay. Come on,
we
dad.
love a redemption arc. We love
So
one.
yeah, I absolutely loved it. And then now thinking about Chase, I love the conversation around him going to therapy, especially with him being a young black man. I was like, that is so important to put in books and so important for black people in general to see, but
Oh,
especially
sure.
black men because they're so taught to keep their feelings to their chest.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, how important was that for you to put that in the book? And like, have you ever been to therapy yourself? If you want to
It was
divulge that, but
huge for
just
me
asking.
because, of course, I could have made it. I could have switched the story where Ari was the one in therapy and Chase was like reluctant with that. But I feel like that's done and that's real life a lot of times, you know. It was something really important for me
Yeah,
that Chase is the one who's adamant and really comfortable about having somebody to talk to, having somebody to relate with to.
yeah,
And it's not even nothing that it's he destigmatized the whole thing. He was like, it's normal for him. And that's what, and it shows in how he
yep,
communicates with Arya and how he handles things, period. He's a very level
yeah.
headed young man, especially for him being 19. Like he's just, very, and that's therapy.
Okay.
That's therapy. That's help. And I wanted him to have I know they're in college, but I wanted him to have a more settled personality. And I know for him to be young, he would have to have therapy. He would have to have somebody talking to him. So I think that
Yeah,
was very important for him. And then him being the reason that she's like, okay, I can actually go talk to somebody and I can actually get help. And not
yeah,
feeling like she has to do it all on her own. That was so important. I grew up we're going to talk
yeah.
about a family. My mom is the therapist to everybody. And I just grew up. I
I
mean,
love that.
she just, oh, we're going to talk about our feelings. We're going to all sit down and we're going to express, how are you feeling? It's just to this day, my mom, so how are we feeling today? What are we doing? Like, and so I'm very used to addressing I'm very in tune with how I feel all the time.
Yeah.
So I
I just love that.
that's and it's different because like even when I married my husband, he wasn't used to that kind of uh level of in tuneness with like how you feel all the time. And then like, you know, so it's a lot for people who don't experience,
Hmm.
but like Aria, she was like, man, you are a lot. Like you're doing he was full on all the time. And so when people aren't used to that, it can kind
Yeah.
of be taken aback. But it's just, you know, being self aware. He was
Hmm.
very self aware. And that was so important for me.
Because I loved, like, he even talked about how he had a therapist and just like the journey of then how that didn't work out. They weren't a match. And I said, yeah, because I know I've been in therapy a couple times. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes that therapist is just not a match. It's okay. You
Yeah,
got to just
yeah.
go find somebody else.
You need to talk to somebody. Yeah,
Don't give up. Don't give
exactly.
up.
Please don't give up. Find
So,
somebody.
yeah. Okay. Now, okay, I don't want to give this away, but like the way that my heart was fluttering with how they communicated
I
was
love
it was so good, and like how it led to the end of the book.
it.
Because
Oh,
I'm not gonna give it away to y'all. Y'all have to see it, but it's just the way that it went to the end of the book. Like, oh my gosh! But also, like, I love how in with Arya that it was almost like a safety thing because I'm gonna say this. I know I have given my number out to guys just for the simple fact that I didn't want any backlash, you know,
uh-huh.
and I just gave it out because I don't want nobody calling me out my name. I don't want nobody trying to hit me because I said no. And I told myself this year, I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like they just had to realize
Exactly.
no is no, and I hopefully, you know, and I love that like that she did that. But then I'm like, because then we got how they communicated, and it was
Mhm.
the
But
absolute
that's another
sweetest. Like,
testament.
have you ever communicated with a boo like that before?
Not
Oh yeah.
that way. Now I do like it. I like obviously okay. So I grew up with the um like Tumblr era, the right. So I definitely had a few notes, a few subliminal messages in posts about, you know. I'm just saying, you know, back in my day, I was young kinder. You know, I definitely had some vibes back in the day. So I love a letter. I love a letter. I love
Oh,
a note.
I
I
love a
love you
letter. Oh,
writing
I
it
love when people
down.
write me. Yes.
Oh, what you wrote it down? You took time, like, and even in school, like I've had some notes written.
You took.
I what you slid it in my notebook? You slid it in my locker? Like what are we talking about here? So I love. But see,
Come on.
I am a
Yes.
fan of effort. If you can't find a way, if I ain't give you my number, you gonna find a way. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna drop. I had a dude back in the day. I blocked him, but he ended up messaging me on Cash App just to have a conversation. And you know what? Hey, I respect it. I ain't gonna talk
That's
to him, but
right.
hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, you know, effort. We
I
like
know that's
effort.
right. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my gosh. I know that's right, sir. Cash at
Yeah.
me. Let me know
Yeah.
it's real. But yeah, I like I said, I really enjoyed that communication that they had, and just like I said, picking up on the safety of it, of giving your number out. But the whole thing was just cute, and it just showed that like he really liked her, you know,
He did. He did.
setting up dates and meeting
Oh,
each
their
other, and
day.
just yeah,
Oh,
it was just.
the day. Mr. Chase.
I
Mr.
was like, God, I'm eating this book up.
Mhm.
Come on, Chase. Listen, okay. So, what do you have a favorite moment in the book
Cool. I have a
yourself?
couple. I love their first date. I love their first date. I
Hmm.
love um how he set it up, the Easter egg of the flowers and how that ties back into him 5 years ago. I love him blindfolding the girl
Yep.
And me in my grown adult age, that would have been that's but that whole date was perfect for me. Um, that's one of
Yes.
my moments. And then also another moment I love about this book that's underlying is the friendships. I love the friendship. I love Rain and
Yeah.
Arya because
Yeah.
Rain was somebody that Arya needed. She didn't
They
want
had me
either.
cracking up.
Rain was my girl,
Yes.
and I can't wait for y'all to get to know her too. But yeah, I love Rain. I love her story. I love like their relationship. I love Jackson. I love Jackson and Chase. Those are my buddies.
Mm-hmm.
I love their friendship. Jackson was so much fun to write. I had a ball.
He was so funny.
Jackson is a ham. He's a ham. So, he's another one.
Yeah.
That boy right there, he gonna be. He's trouble. He's trouble. Him trouble. But it is. I
You
love
can tell
how
he is too. Oh my gosh.
he is that one. But friendships is very important for me because I feel like getting anywhere you need people and showing that they had people there to support them
Yeah.
and to listen to them and to give them good sound advice was important. Like even when Arya, after
Mm-hmm.
she had that big moment with her dad, having all her friends, Maddie, Rain, Chase, all showing up for her like round the clock to make sure she was good. Like
Yep.
that is so important. And just like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
that somebody's taking notes for you in class. Somebody's making sure you're good. Somebody's bringing you food. Like that is community. And I feel like that is so needed nowadays.
Yep.
Like everybody's suffering by themselves. And if we showed up and for other people, it would just be so much better.
Yeah. It definitely would. Because this book gives like that, like you said, having a village, found family. Um and Rain and Jackson, those two are
So
like the
funny.
the perfect friend to to Arya and Chase because they were so like outgoing where like Chase he's just smooth.
He
He's
is.
just he a chill dude. And Arya's like, listen, I'm over here
Yeah.
just
Their
when she was
friends are like
singing, but
polar
she
opposite.
just
Yeah.
like she was in her shell too. But like they had the perfect friends.
That brought
They
them
had
out.
the perfect
Jackson is
friends that
crazy.
balanced them out.
Jackson is the one who gets you in trouble. He he gets you in trouble. But it's a ride or die. He's a loyal
Yeah.
friend. There's so many times Jackson is like and I
Jackson.
was dropping up Jackson is the next book. And because somebody's like, oh, is it gonna be Rain? But I'm like, it's
I was
actually
like, yo,
Jackson.
he has to be
Jackson is my dude.
Jackson. Okay, good. Cause Jackson.
That boy, he needs to sit down. So we're gonna and like so this is another nugget. This first book and the second book are all during the same time. So it's the same timeline. So it's gonna be really interesting to see
Oh, I
uh
love that.
see what's going on with Jackson behind the scenes that he ain't telling. While
Mm-hmm.
Jackson is falling madly deeper. I mean, not Jackson. Chase is falling even more in love. So, but it's
Chase,
fun. They're fun
yes.
characters. The sidelines, the teachers, everybody was very intentional with how I wrote it. Like, I wanted them to help build their characters. So,
Yeah, I really loved him. Yeah, Jackson, he was banking on on Chase. Well, he was Chase campaign manager, okay?
yeah, he said, "You
And
win, I
listen, I know.
you win,
See,
I
Jackson,
win."
he was gonna use Chase. Yep.
Look,
Listen, listen. Jackson was giving that like, listen, if Chase would have, during this campaign, Jackson gives off. Y'all know who my friend is? Y'all better let me
literally,
in here.
he
Like
dropping that all the time.
he gives that like, that's my friend. Like,
But exactly,
come on. He
that's
was
my
on that around
friend.
camping, Joe. Jackson had me cracking up.
He was
He
like,
had me
man,
cracking up. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to read him.
uh, my little
Oh my
Jackson.
gosh. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we are at the end of that part. So I just got a couple questions about your
No
bookshelf.
problem. Go.
And then we're gonna wrap things on up. So what is your favorite book you own?
Whew, favorites, that is tough. I will say the book that changed everything for me, that just made me like a diehard. Anybody say anything bad about this book, we fighting, would have to be the Legend Board series. Tracy Dion is my girl. I love that lady down.
Oh,
Legend Board, Oathbound, Bloodmark, that
yeah.
whole trilogy. Well, it's what I'm waiting for this fourth book, whenever it comes. But that whole series.
I got to read the third one.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna jump off. But that book is.
Yeah, I
They
know.
are
I'm behind.
so. The way that she wrote, because I am a YA girly. I love a YA story. I love a black heroine. Like, I love quest, and but then they got a little love in there, and I'm not even I'm not a love triangle
Yep.
person, but she writes love triangles that you have you room for everybody. You want everybody to win. So
Okay, because
I'm trying to look at my bookshelf and cheat, but that
just get together now.
it probably before I let go, Kennedy Ryan. That was a good. I think because that's got me really back into reading,
Whew,
and
that's a good
so
one.
the way she write love and like real life issues. I never wanted to write a love story that was all fluff
Yeah.
and surface level and you like me, I like you, we're good. No, like there has to be. All of her
No.
characters individually have stuff that they're working on, and then they come together, and then so like I love that, and they're just real life people, and that probably also helps that her characters most also a lot of times are older, but it was I like Kennedy Ryan too. So before I let go, but those two little. I go hard for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when I read Before I Let Go, I wrote Kennedy. I said, "Girl, I'm reading this book. I'm about to throw this book because it's so good." Ooh, she had me going
Yes.
through it. She had me going through it.
I'm like, how you have me crying, laughing,
But
and oohing and on at
Kennedy,
the same time. At the same
okay,
time.
and ready to fight that girl.
But Shanti, I mean, you
Come
can
on now,
put your
Kennedy.
ribs. Your ribs. Man, I was like,
For real, because girl, get up out of here. But yeah, I love that book. So next, what character from your shelf do you want to meet in real life?
Who would I want to meet in real life? That is a great girl. You asking great question. I'm thinking. I'm like, who would I want to meet? None of these ones are crazy. Some of these. I would have to. Okay, this may be controversial, but Mile High. Why did her name just leave me? Oh God. I see Xander's. That man. Why did her name? But anyways, the leading lady in Mile High, because she reminded me a lot of me growing up.
Okay.
Being a plus size girly and not always embracing and loving like the body that you're in.
Yeah.
And seeing how love sometimes helps you love yourself, and like how she went about things and her standing up for herself. Like I see a lot of me in that I know that like we would probably be cool, like we would probably like have a good little kiki, and like I like that. I just that's my kind of girl. She met somebody who was like, hey, all that don't matter, you fine. And that's the kind of energy I like, so I
for real
probably Stevie. There she goes, Stevie. That's the girl's name. Stevie. Yeah, so it'll probably be Stevie. Yeah, I could. Her name was fine, but I like Stevie. She was a vibe. I can't think of. That's probably to my pregnant brain. I can't think of nobody right now, but yeah.
Well, okay, that was it. Well, for the final question, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, let's see. Okay, all right, I know I said whose book is coming next, but if I didn't, if you were like, oh, there's another Horizon Point series book coming, who would you like to see a story about out of the characters that were mentioned?
It
Or
was gonna
you're
be
not, or you
Rain.
just like, I'm good with them.
It was gonna be Rain.
Right? My purple haired girl.
It was gonna be yeah,
I love her. I
yeah.
love Rain. Rain
I
is
loved her.
gonna,
I actually adored her.
she's gonna be
Hmm.
a fun vibe too.
For me.
I think that is it because I'm hitting my time and about to go celebrate Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was
I
such a
know.
pleasure.
Congrats again.
Thank you,
Thank you.
girl.
Thank you
It
for
was a
being
pleasure.
here.
It was
I had
so
so
much
much
fun.
fun. So yeah.
I love a good kiki about a book,
Yes.
about the book. So this was a pleasure.
Yes.
Hopefully we get to do it again when I drop the next one. And
Yes.
so
Hmm.
yeah.
I'm excited already.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, y'all, we done came to the end of the episode. This book comes out June 1st, and I am so excited for y'all to read it. Thank y'all for being here. If you stuck around this long, please watch something else. And as always, so what's on your shelf? And I'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.